Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we are back on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 78, and can you guess where we currently are? I mean, really, I have been here for about 5-10 minutes, and all of these guys are already here, and they are probably causing a bit of a commotion on the server, as there are quite a few of them already. But yeah, the gold farm, or at least the beginnings of the gold farm, is working extremely well, and I just want to say a massive thank you for the amount of support that I got on that episode. You guys seem to absolutely love it. There were loads of comments, likes, favourites, and other various bits and bobs going on. There were quite a few people laughing at how rubbish I was at doing these sorts of things, and I have to admit, I did laugh at myself, especially when I went to light up that portal and it turns out it was just way too big. That was such a schoolboy error, and it just shows that when you are building a project like this, you definitely have to do your planning, especially because this project uses a lot of obsidian, and that is very, very annoying to take back down. But anyway, on top of that, I've also got some really, really good news for you. I'm sure some of you are going to be very excited about this. I am starting up the Redstone Let's Build series once again. Yes, we have got a series 2, and this one is going to be based on the Rube Goldberg machine. Yeah, we are going to be building a Rube Goldberg machine. I recorded the first episode the other night, and it really is quite good. So I would suggest you get more than a little bit excited about it, because a lot of people really enjoyed the Redstone Let's Build series, and like I say, I'm very excited to be doing another series of it because I myself found it very fun to record. But anyway, what are we going to be doing in this episode? Well, I guess it's quite obvious. We are going to be finishing off the gold farm. But before we crack on with the gold farm project, I just want to do a little bit of work over at the obsidian generator. In the last episode, I found out that you can't actually generate obsidian with powered redstone. It has to be turned off, and I just sort of hung up my boots. So I was like, I don't know if I can be bothered to continue working on this project and continue making it semi-automatic. But it turns out that there is a very, very easy way to make this work, and that is just to deactivate the redstone. Now, I did originally think of this, but for some reason, I just imagined it would be a lot more complicated than it actually is. Bummer, we're going to need another repeater. Oh, that's a little bit annoying. But anyway, that should run all the way across, and right, let's give this a tester. So, when we place down all of our redstone here, we should see that it turns on, and then it will turn off. Oh no! Yeah, it sort of works, doesn't it? That worked. I guess. I suppose I've worked out what's happened, okay? When we power the redstone, it turns off this torch, which obviously turns off the redstone, and then the torch comes back on. So yeah, we have generated a bit of a clock here, but it does work. It definitely generates obsidian semi-automatically, so I guess we have done it. Sort of. It's been bodged a little bit, but I would say this is done now. Nope, that's definitely not done, is it? Ah! Just a really quick update to say that I have finally come up with one that works. It uses monostables, T flip-flops, and generally is just a lot larger than the original. But anyway, if you just plonk down all of our redstone, you can see it is powered, and then it unpowers, we get ourselves obsidian, and then the lava turns off, and if we repeat the same thing again, you can see that it doesn't turn into a rapid firing clock and just spew lava everywhere, because that was pretty awful. So anyway, back to the Hermitcraft server. I'll quickly build this one. I can finally say that this build is semi-automatic. Let's give it the first test on the Hermitcraft server. Just place down our redstone here. It should power, it should deactivate, and we get obsidian! Oh yes, that has actually worked, believe it or not, ladies and gents. Let's just check the circuits out here. That is now powered, which means that it is ready to be used again. Ah, I've got a beaming smile on my face because it is finally working. Brilliant. Okay, now I can move on from this one, never look at it again. Let's take a look at the gold farm, the more important stuff. So, I have been doing a bunch of clearing down beneath the gold farm. I got rid of all of the rubbish that was down here, and also took out this area. And I have to admit, mining with this many zombie pigmen about really is quite scary, because every time you break a block there is just a zombie pigman behind it, and you're just like, oh, I bet I've hit him, I bet they're all just going to completely destroy me, which is exactly what I don't want to happen. But what we need to do now is we need to cover the whole floor in compressed ice. That means that it will look cool, and also all of the zombie pigmen will be scooted along nice and quickly by our water streams. Think I'm going to time-lapse this one, so let's begin. I gotta tell you guys, as you may have seen from that time-lapse footage there, I really am not in the best of moods right now. I know it may not sound like it, because I'm not a particularly unhappy sounding person even when I am extremely unhappy, but seriously, I am down in the dumps here because of that zombie pigman accident. Now, I for one try and steer clear of zombie pigmen as much as possible, but obviously, while working on a gold farm, you sort of have to come into contact with them, and like, looking back, hindsight is a wonderful thing. I wish I'd turned off the gold farm before working on this, because I even mentioned it earlier. Every time I mined a block, there was a chance that I would hit a zombie pigman, and unfortunately, I did in fact hit one of the zombie pigmen, and of course they all mobbed me. And due to the fact that we have this gold farm here, and it's working wonderfully, it kept spawning zombie pigmen, and just at one point there were about 16 of them. They were all trying to kill me, and I just felt like I was never going to get it done. I felt like I was never going to kill them, probably have to move my base and quit Hermitcraft or something, because these zombie pigmen guys just completely ruining my day. And I had no idea what to do. Seriously, I had no idea what to do. One of them took my armor. He had like one of the best swords. He had this sword right here. Look, fire aspect 2, sharpness 5, knockback 2, unbreaking 3. I had no armor. I was coming at that thing. He was one-shotting me. It stressed me out. So I thought I'd record this little segment here to say that it stressed me out. Okay, I'm a little bit stressed now. And generally speaking, I'm really happy when playing Minecraft. I love playing Minecraft, otherwise I wouldn't keep playing Minecraft. And I really do like the creative aspects of it, building various bits and bobs. But for me, anyway, in my personal opinion, I don't feel like Minecraft needs that sort of aggression. I think there should be like a limit of how many zombie pigmen can be after you at once, because that was just ridiculous. And I never want to experience that again. I was about 30 seconds away from just hanging up my boots and saying, you know what, sod this episode. I'm not going to record it. I quit doing this Hermitcraft episode, and I'm never going to work on this gold farm again. Because honestly, I'm so angry right now. I still am angry. My blood pressure, my blood is boiling. I think I'm gonna take a sit down, take a chill pill. Just not what I needed today. You will be happy to know that this little project here went swimmingly. We now have all of the water in place. These are going to push our zombie pigmen along. But I do apologise for that little rant I had there. It didn't mean to go on for so long, and also I didn't mean to sound so annoyed. But I'm going to keep it in the video. Number one, because I've just mentioned it just now, and if I delete the rant but keep this little part in, I'm going to sound a little bit mental. But also because it is the truth, okay? That is my honest opinion, that I feel that was a little bit much, especially for Minecraft. I mean, with a game like Super Meat Boy, for example, you go in there thinking, I'm going to get really annoyed at this, but I'm also going to really enjoy it. That is the point of the game. With Minecraft, it's a little bit different. You go in there thinking, I want to build something awesome, and then when you start playing and just get completely destroyed by zombie pigmen, it sort of takes the fun out of it a little bit, at least in my opinion. Obviously, you guys might be completely different. You might think, sod the building, I just want to attack pigmen all the time. And if you feel like that, then that is fine, you can do that. But for me, I just thought that was a little bit crazy. But anyway, what we are going to do now is we're going to start work on the killing system. I'm going to use cactuses for this, and I do have to do a little bit of testing before we begin. So let's hop into my redstone testing world. Here is my little test, and we're going to do the first run here. So if this doesn't work, I'm probably going to quit YouTube. I'm in that sort of mood. So the future of my channel depends on this zombie pigman dropping his gold into the hoppers. Right, you go into the cactus. That's good. That is working. He is dying. Please tell me his gold does not land on that cactus, because that will really annoy me. Keep dying, my friend. You've got a lot more health than I thought you would. He must be almost on his way out now. Right. That didn't look promising. We got some rotten flesh. You don't always get gold, do you? But we did get rotten flesh, which suggests that it is picking up the items. I'm going to do a little bit more testing on this one, because I'm not going to run it off one thing, because that's a little bit blind. I'm going to do a couple tests here and just see that everything is in working order. Like I say, if it's not, then that's the end of me. So I have deemed the test positive. To me, it looks like the hoppers pick up all of the drops, which is pretty good, because hoppers, I remember when hoppers were first introduced, they were absolutely mental. I was thinking about this the other day. I am so glad they stayed or changed the way that they worked, because originally they didn't really have any rules in the way that they did things. So say you had a hopper line going across, and then you had a bunch of hoppers above it. So you had a hopper line going across, and then you had a hopper coming out down the bottom. If an item went along the hopper line, occasionally the one underneath would pick up the items, but occasionally they would just go straight over it. Basically, there were no rules. There was no, the one underneath picks up the items all the time. It was just, it can sometimes pick up the item, and sometimes it doesn't. So I'm really glad that Mojang got to work on that one and change that one up. And it is odd to think, actually, the hoppers have been in the game for over a year now. It seems like such a new invention. It's crazy to think how far Minecraft has come in that time. I remember when hoppers were introduced, everyone went absolutely mad, including myself, because it just opened up so many opportunities. And I guess it is the same thing for the new slime blocks now. Slime blocks that have recently been added into the game are absolutely wicked in terms of the things that you can do with them. Obviously, you can make flying machines. You've probably seen a few of the videos that I've been doing on them. I haven't been getting too creative with the stuff that I've been doing. I've been doing a few block conveyor belts and other bits and bobs. The Zip Crowd guys, on the other hand, they've been going ham. They really have been going ham with the inventions, and I've seen tons of really cool stuff coming from them lot. So if you have been missing out on that sort of thing, then really you have been missing out. Obviously, DocM77 has been doing a lot of videos with those guys on the new slime block mechanics, but I for one am extremely excited about them. I haven't really had a chance to chat to you about them. I don't know what I'm going to do. Obviously, I've got a few ideas in mind of things that I'm working on. I've obviously been doing a lot of it with the Rube Goldberg machine. Slime blocks are a fairly integral part already of the Rube Goldberg machine, so you have that to look forward to in the Let's Build episode that will be coming out on Wednesday. But yeah, slime blocks are an interesting addition to the game. It's something that I didn't see coming, and I am obviously very excited for the possibilities. But anyway, I'm going to keep doing this. We are almost done on the water placing, and what am I doing? Why do I have the water in yet? We still have to place down all the hoppers. What a spoon. All of the hoppers, water, cactuses, cacti, not cactuses, are now in place. So I guess you could say that the gold farm is done. So now all we have to do is light up the portals once again. Obviously this was already done, but then of course I had the great zombie pigman siege of 2014. So let's take a look here. Damn it, I don't know if I can light up the portals, but by the look of things I can. I got a little bit worried there that I was going to have to go down to the bottom. It's not really that much of an issue, but this just seems like a much faster way of doing it. So yep, that one looks like it's lit up. And then this one here, that one's lit up as well. Brilliant. this is a lot easier. This is a lot easier than I was originally expecting. This is about the time where I fall off or something like that, land on the pressure plates, die, and all of my items run into the cacti. That's what I'm expecting to happen. That's the kind of day that I've had today. But anyway, yes, all of the portals are coming on, so we now have an operational gold farm, and feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good about this whole project now that it's over. Look at this! Oh, it's working! It is actually working. There are zombie pigmen falling down all over the place. By the look of things, none of them want to kill me, which is the best way I've seen a zombie pigman all day. So, yeah. Yeah! Look at the rates as well. We have always got zombie pigmen here. This is the business. I knew it couldn't last. I just by accident punched one of the zombie pigmen, and now I'm stuck in this hole with them all standing outside. I don't know what to do. I think I've had enough of the gold farm for today's episode. I guess in the next one we will do a little bit more work on it. For example, we could do the decoration, or we could get to work on actually making sure that the gold makes its way over to the base. But I've been over there for about 2 or 3 minutes, and we managed to get ourselves 12 golden nuggets, which I'd say is pretty good. That's a pretty good rate. I don't know what the sort of going rate for gold farms is, but I would say that that is pretty sweet. But anyway, what we are doing now, as you can quite clearly see, is we are walking through the end, and that is because obviously I need to regroup after the great zombie pigman accident of 2014. That's what I'm going to officially refer to it as from now on. We definitely do need to get ourselves some more new kit. So I've got 36 diamonds with me, don't know if I'm going to use them all, and also a bunch of enchanted books, because the most important thing that I need right now is feather falling boots. I keep dying from ender pearls and falling and things like that. So I am going to get to work on killing these guys. This enderman farm is sweet. We managed to get absolutely tons of levels in a very short space of time. So yeah, I'm going to get to work on some enchanting, and then I will catch you guys in a little bit. So after about 10 to 15 minutes of enchanting, doing all of the ender killing and things, I have managed to get myself a set of fairly decent armor, as well as some other bits and bobs. So first off, you can see I have got this Protection 3, Unbreaking 3, Aqua Affinity helmet, and that really is quite good, isn't it? That really is a very good helmet. And then we've got the Protection 4 Diamond chestplate, that's always nice, a pair of Protection 3 leggings, and also the Feather Falling 4 Protection 3 boots. So I would say this set of armor should protect me against any zombie pigman attacks. Now, one thing that you may be wondering, why on earth did you spend all that time enchanting iron armor? What's the point? You've got your diamond armor, why do you need it? Well, the main problem with the zombie pigman attack was the fact that I didn't actually have any backup resources. I sort of died, lost all my armor, he got my sword, all of that, and then I spawned back in my base, obviously, and I had nothing. I had a pair of leather boots and an iron helmet. So I thought I would make some backup armor, and just take a look at this one. Protection 4, Thorns 2, Unbreaking 3, and we also got one that was very similar to that, but just with Protection 3. Among other things, there's a few bits and bobs around here. Most of them are pretty good, so our set of iron armor probably would be better than the diamond one. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today. I hope that you have enjoyed this episode of Hermitcraft. It's been a stressful one for me, as you know, but it has also been a lot of fun to record. So if you did enjoy it, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.